think we're well
Okay.
acquainted. Chris. You
What?
did a number, didn't you? Say sumo isn't cheating, Chris. Simple. Sumo isn't cheating.
Yeah,
Say
say
it.
it, guys. Say it, guys.
I consider sumo deadlift cheating.
He'll talk.
So what's up, guys? What's going on? Back again with me, my YouTube channel Joan Segala in the bodybuilding session. This is excited video, guys. Okay, really entertain videos about Jeff NIPPARD making reaction to Chris BUMSTEAD Q&A because someone asking Chris BUMSTEAD, because Chris BUMSTEAD making question and answer for his YouTube channel, for his content, and someone asking, is sumo deadlift cheating? And Chris BUMSTEAD said, yes, sumo deadlift is cheating. This is related to Jeff NIPPARD's statement on his videos before. So Jeff NIPPARD making a reaction and give a bunch of the science that he's gonna explain to all of us. Sumo deadlift doesn't cheating. So we're gonna go and we're gonna watch Jeff NIPPARD reaction and respond to Chris BUMSTEAD. Is sumo deadlift cheating or not? So guys, I want to hear your opinion. Is sumo deadlift cheating? What you all guys' opinion? And let's watch it together.
Is the sumo deadlift cheating? This is an idea that's been gaining popularity in the online fitness community over the last few years. So in this video, I want to take a look at the most common arguments for why sumo is cheating, and then see if they hold up against the scientific evidence. First, just to get everyone on the same page, a conventional deadlift is when you lift a barbell off the ground with your legs inside your hands, usually just closer than shoulder width, and a sumo deadlift is when you lift the weight with your legs outside your hands. Both lifts are then executed through a combination of knee extension, where the quads straighten the legs out, and hip extension, where the glutes and hamstrings straighten the hips out.
So that's the explanation and meaning of sumo deadlift and conventional deadlift. I personally love doing sumo deadlift and stiff leg deadlift for train my hamstring personally. I'm already done doing sumo deadlift back in the day, but right now I'm changed my program training. I'm not corporate sumo deadlift anymore, but sumo deadlift, when it comes to train hamstring, it's really on point for me. It's really good, but I don't know, this is for training hamstring or back, but I don't know what is this argument direction. This is for back or hamstring, but we're gonna continue this.
Say sumo is cheating. I don't think they mean it's literally cheating. Maybe a few people do. But according to the International Powerlifting Federation rulebook, there is no stance width rule, and the sumo deadlift isn't cause for disqualification. So it's perfectly legal in the sport, and this is standard across virtually all powerlifting federations, both tested and untested. So that's not really the issue. Instead, what people really mean by cheating is that the sumo stance makes the lift easier compared to the conventional stance.
So I can say I'm agree with Jeff NIPPARD here, because doesn't mean if this shorting your range of motion, it's really cheating, because it allow you to making a lot heavy. Okay, you can using heavy weight and lifting more heavy weight. Sumo deadlift is allow you to lifting heavy, and I don't think it's because just you can more lifting heavy, it's cheating. But I think it all depends on how you feel it, right? Jeff NIPPARD making the statement and explain to all of us for powerlifting in the world of the powerlifter and powerlifting. But I'm just neat and I want to see in the world of the bodybuilding, because I love bodybuilding and I love, build my body, of course. Like you guys, right?
It's a shortcut to lift more weight, perhaps more similar to doing a half rep or a 3/4 rep on the squat. So, to see if it is a cheat code for lifting more weight, let's take a look at some data from the IPF World Powerlifting Championships, where you have the best and most incentivized lifters in the world trying to deadlift as much weight as possible for both themselves and the respective countries. This is the percentage of male lifters in the 93 kilo or 205 pound weight class who deadlifted using a conventional stance, and this is the percentage of lifters who used a sumo stance. If sumo really was a cheat code, why would the majority of lifters choose not to use it?
If we using our logic and if we thinking about this one, I think Jeff Nippard is making the make sense statement, because if sumo deadlift cheating, okay, like a Chris Bumstead said, why the majority of the lifter using sumo deadlift? And I don't know, is sumo deadlift really bring benefit or maybe can change your body part when you're using sumo deadlift or not? But for me personally, sumo deadlift, if I want to train hamstring, not like all the way up for train my back, and I'm really concentrate on my hamstring and I'm using sumo deadlift, it's burn my hamstring. I can feel it. And I don't know it's bring the benefit my hamstring or not, because I'm not like the competitors bodybuilding who really always pause, and pause, but I can feel it. So what you all guys think?
For comparison, let's look at another technique that people also consider cheating, arching on the bench press. This really seems to help lifters move more weight. So, what's the percentage of lifters who used some kind of arch at that same competition?
Jeff Nippard said it seemed like a someone who really bench press and really arching so much for train their chest, and someone who's squatting just halfway squat, halfway down, not all the way down. Same like a someone who really grip the weight for bench press and arching so much, and someone just squatting halfway down, not all the way down when it comes to the squat. So it's really same thing and same analogy when it comes to the deadlift and sumo deadlift. Are you guys agree? It could be make sense if we using our brain and if we thinking about this one, but if we talking about the specific, this is scientific, man. We're talking about science here.
That isn't quite the full picture, because if we expand the data out, we do see a pretty clear trend. Looking over here at the second lightest weight class, we can see that about 75% of lifters pull sumo. And if we look at the super heavyweight class, it flips. Only 25% pull sumo and 75% pull conventional. So there's a pretty clear trend that as you get heavier, the worse sumo seems to work for you. Now, the female data isn't quite as clear. It's closer to 50-50 in the middle, but at the extremes, you once again do see that sumo is better for the lighter lifters and conventional is better for the heavier lifters. Now, there's a bunch of theories as to why this is the case. Most people say it's likely either a mobility issue or a skeleton thing, where the biggest lifters are also the tallest lifters, and maybe taller lifters have less favorable limb ratios for sumo. The bottom line is that if sumo was truly a shortcut to lifting more weight, every high-level lifter would use it, but they don't. It simply depends on the person and their individual leverages.
Jeff Nippard is really have a support data, really so much a proof that he can give to all of us that sumo deadlift is not cheating based on the data of the powerlifting from the male, female, the lightest weight of the female and male. Majority of them is using sumo deadlift, but for the heavy class they're using conventional deadlift, and it's same for female and male. I think Jeff Nippard have biggest proof and biggest data here that showing to all of us sumo deadlift is not cheating. But Chris Bumstead, he just can talking sumo is cheating, sumo deadlift is cheating without showing us and without proof anything. So I choose Jeff Nippard here, and I'm sounds like a lawyer here. I'm choose Jeff Nippard here because all of the data and he has a proof for what he said. But for Chris Bumstead, he get in the jail for 13 years because he cannot showing us and he cannot prove what he said to all of us. No, just kidding. So, are you guys team sumo deadlift or not? And are you guys thinking sumo deadlift is cheating or not? Let's talk and discussing together in the comment section down below. Shout out to Jeff Nippard and shout out to Chris Bumstead for making this drama, argument, and I can making this video. Thank you so much guys for watching. Please subscribe, share, like, and comment. I'm gonna bring more anything that we can talk and discuss in the whole topic of bodybuilding world, bodybuilder, competitors world. Thank you so much, guys. I'm your host Joan Sagala signing out. May God bless you all.